Las Vegas Raiders at home to see if they can start the Pete Carroll era off 2-0.
And a strong Raiders contingent already celebrating behind their bench.
They welcome the Los Angeles Chargers from Rio to the Strip. What's this, Hangover 4? Zach G going to be in it? Bolts off to Las Vegas off what they hope is an early season statement win.
What a night for Justin Herbert, and that might have just wrapped it up.
Justin Herbert ignited the Chargers offense to the tune of 27 points, equipped with Keenan Allen, McLovin, and Quentin Johnston. Eugene's finest comes in off a 300-plus yard outing, 3 TDs, a 130-plus rate, paid him all that coin. Maybe they're planning on getting their money's worth this year.
Nice find by Justin Herbert to split the two defenders.
They get in the ring with a defense led by fourth-year DC Patrick Graham that just held the Patriots to 13 points after hearing all week about how Drake May was going to break out this year, held the Pats to 4 for 14 on third down.
That pass batted down, and Pete Carroll's defense starting to flex.
Black Hole's remade offense, room to grow, but lots of positives to build off of. Just 20 points, only 5 for 13 on third down. Geno Smith was picked off once, sacked 4 times. However, he comes in off a 100-plus rating game. Lots of deep ball completions, over 360 yards passing.
Puts some air under it, near side, locates Bowers.
The Chargers defense, he'll try and keep it rolling against. Number 1 in scoring last year, held KC to 21, held him to 5 for 14 on third.
With pressure right up the middle, gets it away quick, and that is dropped.
It was a solid showing that could have been better, had trouble with some Mahomes ad-libbed runs, gave up 250-plus yards passing to him, a couple of big breakdowns mixed in.
Going deep for Thornton. That's a connection.
But they also held Mahomes to a sub-90 rate. Tahir Tart got his hands on 2 balls and Travis Swift's face. Geno got dropped 4 times. Bolt's pass rush, couple of sacks, and nice robust 8 QB hits.
Mahomes goes down on the first snap.
One of the TDs LA allowed went to Travis Kelce. Now they face Brock Bowers, who looks like TK87 back when all he cared about was football. Bowers started his 2025 off with a 100-plus yard game.
Geno Smith steps up and completes. Bowers, plenty of open grass.
6 Raiders went for 20-plus yards in week 1. Wideout Dante Thornton debuted with 45.
Smith underneath, and they get it. Thornton.
Trey Tucker hauled in a big TD over 50 yards.
To the end zone, wide open.
And maybe Jacoby Myers will rethink where he wants to play, being Smith targeted him more than anyone else. 97 yards, 8 catches.
A one-time Patriot tiptoes and weaves his way.
Quiet game from their prized first-round running back, though. Ashton Genty, 19 carries, 2 per run. He did score at least.
So much power, he's gonna bang it in.
The LA rush defense, he will try and break out against, gave up 98 yards to Kansas City, but most of it came from Mahomes scrambles. They held Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt to a combined 40 yards on 10 carries, so against backs, their numbers looked a lot better.
There's Pacheco, and he just gets smacked.
Speaking of backs, running back Omarion Hampton also got drafted in the first round, also started off his NFL career slow. Hampton just 3.2 yards per carry, left his debut with 48 yards.
Hampton gets met by a host of Chiefs.
Najee Harris only had 1 carry, so should see more of him this week, against fourth-year DC Patrick Graham's run defense that held the Patriots to 60 yards rushing. Is that enough, or do I have to go Bart Simpson chalkboard and do it 47 more times? I'm sorry I spaced.
They really haven't been able to get that run game going.
Herbert's looking at a secondary that gave up 285-plus yards to May, but held him to a low 80s rate, picked him off.
That's the takeaway that Pete Carroll and his defense needed.
They're susceptible to a good booty game. I mean, who isn't, right? Gave up 100-plus yards to Kayshawn, 57 to Stephon Diggs. Now they face an even tougher group. LA's wide receiver trio, hoping to carry over their week 1 showings. Johnston scored twice, 79 yards.
Fading back over the middle. Johnston!
Allen with a TD, most targets on the team. Herbs loved that dude in the past, so no shock there. 68 yards.
For the end zone, there's Keenan Allen, touchdown!
And Ladd McConkey rounds things out, enters off a 74-yard outing, looks open on every down, doesn't he? That's a tough 3 to track based on that first look.
See that play over and over with the Chargers.
Plus, newcomer tight end Ty Conklin made a nice impression with a bolt on his helmet for the first time, racking up 50 yards.
and another wide open receiver.
Chargers O-line would like to shore a few things up week over week, gave up 3 sacks, 2 of them were on blitzes though, so only 1 was actually blamed on a lineman.
Herbert taken down by George Karlaftis.
Now Herbert has to dodge Mad Max, and he might not be playing the road warrior role anymore. Vegas comes off a 4-sack game. Malcolm Kuntz and Tyree Wilson also getting in on the action.
Boy, what a huge play that is for Wilson. They've been waiting for this kid to step into that potential.
Chargers Raiders are what you call old school beef. Started together in 1960, only 1 playoff meeting ever, and it was a good one. Do you know the year? The winner landed in the Super Bowl.
And so these remarkable Raiders, picked for last in the West, roared into hostile San Diego for the AFC Championship game. The final quarter featured the field goal accuracy of Chris Barr and a decision to pound out the game's final minutes by giving the ball to pressure-proof, all-time rushing leader Mark Van Egan, number 30.
It is all over. The jubilation begins. The Raiders are bound for the Super Bowl for the 3rd time, climaxing one of the great stories in football in recent years, the total resurgence of the silver and black. New Orleans, here come the Raiders.